I'm Nita.
And I'm Shenae.
And today we're talking about some fantastic tools that customers have loved for the use with Bromeliads. Hi, and thanks for watching. This week we thought we would highlight some of our fantastic products that have been so popular with in use for people that are growing bromeliads. Now this is an amazing plant and it just has the most incredible flowers, and in fact one of our in-house, we call him our journalist, even though it's not an official title, has written a fantastic article on this plant as well.
Yeah, so we will add this article into our monthly newsletter next month, and he talks about how, facts about the actual flower. I didn't realise that they only flower once a year, once in their whole lifetime. But he also talks about how to use the saw, all the different products, and why you would use it, and how to make sure you get the best life and use and beautifulness
out of the plant. Because it's kind of one of those, it's a bit like a, I was thinking like cactus, sometimes they can look a bit unattractive, but then the flower that they put out is just beautiful.
Yes.
And so this can sometimes be that way as well. But then again, some of the leaves they have are beautiful, so they're attractive in their own right as well. So it's in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly. So some of the products that we have found that are super popular with our customers is the Mini Wood and the Silky Pocket Boy Extra Fine Tooth Saw.
So the bromeliad growers tend to love these saws for a couple of different purposes. From our understanding, now we don't profess to be experts in this in any way, shape or form. We just know a lot of customers who are experts, and they tell us what they love and why, and that's all we're doing today, is passing on that information of what they have told us they've found to be fantastic, the issues they come up against, and how these great tools have rectified it. Now both of these are Silky, so the Japanese brand of hand saw. So the one that Shenae has here, the Pocket Boy, the reason customers have told us they love this one is often they will grow the bromeliads in buckets, and so then when the babies, the pups, grow on the side, they need to remove those and plant them, sell them, or move them into another one. And so they're very confined with space. They have very little space, and they don't want to pull the whole plant out of the bucket because that's not ideal. So ideally they want to cut those pups off while still in the bucket situation. So the Pocket Boy, having a nice long 170mm long blade and handle, and it's very narrow, allows them access. But then the other thing is the material of the bromeliad is not the easiest to cut. It's quite woody, hard, and awkward material to cut. So the extra fine Midomi style teeth on the Pocket Boy extra fine tooth is ideal for that sort of material. So all you've got to do is get it into the bucket, do some light pulls, because that's when it's cutting in the pull direction, and you'll get those pups off easy as. So yeah, lots of customers have purchased the Purple Pocket Boy and just loved it. And it comes in the 2 lengths.
So I've got the 17 centimeter, and you need it it's got the 13 centimeter. So little baby, excuse myself.
Yeah, so 2 different size options. So I guess depending on the access you have, the size of your buckets. And just as a side point, those Pocket Boys come in quite a nifty little case for storage, which has a loop here at the back that you can hook onto a hook, or you can attach it to the body, but bear in mind the material you're dealing with, and then it locks on, so it holds that nice and secure. So kind of a nifty little packaging that the Pocket Boy has, and that's with both lengths. And
they also have both the 2 hand folding saws, the Pocket Boys, have the 2 different blade settings. So that's great if you're getting into a nice awkward spot. It's got that. There you
Second setting. Yeah. So it's just those 2 notches, and a lot of people wonder how that works, but all it is, when you hold your saw, you sort of hold it like this, and then if you lift your thumb, that's what you press the release lever with. It's just your thumb there. But there's a little bar at the top of the release lever there, and that's what locks into these 2 notches here. So you simply lift it until that bar locks into the first one, then press that release lever again and lift that up until it locks into the next setting, and then it's nice and secure. So you want to make sure you always hear that locking noise to know that that bar has slotted into one of those little notches there. But yeah, as odd as that setting looks, it's quite a handy setting that you do use from time to time.
It is, and you'll also notice that once you release that lever, the blade's not going to fall down automatically. So you've got that secure safety. But yeah, if you ever find that the blade is a little bit too loose, all you have to do is grab like a little coin and just tighten up the screw. And
yeah, because there's a split washer underneath that screw, so it keeps it firm, but as use and vibration it can loosen it. So just by twisting that, it will tighten it up again for you.
Yep. The other saw that we have is the mini wood saw. So
this one's fantastic because we actually have one of our wonderful customers, Ian, who sent us a video which shows him in his garden actually pruning with the mini. He said he just loves it. Couldn't do his garden without it because he has, oh my goodness, hundreds of amazing bromeliads. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is often used to separate that new growth.
Yeah, and it's only got a 15cm blade, so you can get into those really, really tight areas to cut all the pups off.
Yeah.
New Silky Mini in action on Bromeliads. Find where you want to cut. Done. Come in close. Thank you.
And this is one of the very unique hobby saws in the Silky range.
Yeah, so that means it cuts on both the push and pull stroke.
Yeah.
So that's the only saw out of all the Silky saw range that cuts on both the push and pull stroke.
That's right. So as soon as you get near that pup, you can start cutting in both directions.
Yeah.
Really handy. And also cost-wise, very, very, very well priced.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a big budget and you just want something to start with and you are growing bromeliads, this is your #1 purchase because it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Now you were telling me earlier in Rick's article, you noticed that he mentioned that sometimes it's handy to have a little knife too.
Yeah, so they say that to have a little knife in your back pocket to cut any of additional pups, or if there's anything you need to have they say you need a nice, sharp little knife to use. So you've got your pocket boy or your mini.
You've got both of them. Of course you've got both of them.
Yes. But we have here's it's not a Silky knife, but it's a brand called Baladeo from France, and it's a little Billhook knife. So this is nice and sharp, great for just slicing off those little additional pups.
So very sharp, lightweight, and easy to have in your pocket, so you can still work without it getting in the way and making it feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, we basically have you covered with your pruning needs in the world of bromeliads.
We just don't have the actual plant.
Yeah, we're not going to sell you the plant, but we can sell you the tools to make those plants beautiful and reproduce and be spread around your garden in no time.
It does. It makes me want to buy one.
Yes, the next garden show,
I feel like I'm missing out.
we're not going to be surprised if Shenae comes home with Bromeliad, and maybe me as well. But we'll be asking Ian because he knows which ones are going to survive
with
our gardening skills and which ones are going to be the most beautiful.
Yes, because apparently you have to keep it watered, but you can't water it too much. So
And they're kind of cool. They have like a cup so it holds the water.
Yeah, beautiful flowers.
Yes. Well, thanks for watching this week. We hope you have enjoyed this video and found it useful and helpful. If we have missed any information, if you want more specifications on the 2 saws that we've mentioned or that wonderful Billhook, please leave us a comment and we will happily give you that information.
If you like the video, please subscribe. We love hearing from you, and if you want any more information like Nita said, please don't hesitate to ask. We hope you enjoy the rest of your week.
Thanks. See you next time.
Bye.